we're living in a time of great leveling when the mass marketing system tends to level everything to the lowest common denominators. I really think that the major record companies would be really happy if, first of all, if there was only one record company in the Tennessee is toward agglomeration, and that if they only had one or two artists who could sell 5 billion records. That's the tendency it's going in. I think they would be perfectly happy with that. And that everybody else would be cast in the role of consumers to consume music, but oh God, don't make it yourself. In that way, the folk music movement, across the country is a revolutionary movement. In a mass marketing system, a revolutionary song is any song you choose to sing by yourself or with friends. Especially would apply to music that's not being looked at all, and that is, music at the bottom, essentially non-white music. The music's being created at the street level by non-white America that really has no access to any kind of major media outside of a local content, outside of local clubs or street corner music. Nobody really knows what kind of music is being made, say, in the gang structure of Los Angeles. We hear about drugs and violence among a gang that say has 25,000 members, that has a tribal structure, a highly complex organization. You can't tell me that they're not creating poetry and music or art of some sort, but nobody's looking at that. You see, that may be one of its redeeming features. Joseph Campbell would agree that the mythic structure of our stories center around three things: sex, death, and the other. The stranger from without, the unknown. Sex, death, and the other. And I think that sort of organically a mass marketing system moves things in that direction into as commercially reliable themes. At its core, those ideas, those commercially reliable themes are valid. The way that they're used is totally corrupt. And we find that in folk music, the music is still being created and still being perpetuated from our common treasury, our common hoard, that those values are affirmed, are asserted. I think that diversity is the most fascinating, most charming, and artistically most fruitful part of America. It's variety, and I think that that variety is perishing a good deal because of the impact of television. Really, as the great leveler, it certainly is. I've noticed this just in the past 20 years, which isn't a long time historically. A leveling of the language, a diminishing of regional dialect and regional forms of expression. The language is suffering.